I've been out here riding motorcycles for, I don't know, probably about 15 years. Started on a Chinese scooter. And I'm going to tell you this, guys. I can understand why guys out here end up quitting riding a motorcycle, where they get burned out with motorcycles. They get bored with motorcycles and they give up riding. I've seen some motor vloggers that have quit over the years, and other people I've known that used to ride, and they just don't ride anymore. The bike collects dust in the garage, and they end up selling it, and they just get, like I said, bored with motorcycles. I'm going to tell you in this video how not to get burned out and bored with motorcycles, and how to keep it fresh and still enjoy and love my favorite passion in life.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
These heated, battery-powered heated gloves I've had for many years now, man. Nice, it keeps your hand nice and toasty. I have links to these awesome heated gloves. My favorite helmet, ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet. It comes with an automatic tint shield, airbag vest to help keep you safe. Links to all my gear is in the description and comment section of this video. Honestly, motorcycles honestly have got me through a lot of dark times in my life. And right now I'm kind of going through a dark time in my life. I've had some health issues. I did a video on that. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's not a motorcycle you should ever fear. If anything, it's your own body that you should fear, because you're probably going to have a higher chance of your body attacking you than ever probably getting hurt on a motorcycle, man. That's why I tell you, everybody, I don't think anybody's going to get out of this life unscathed. Everybody has some hardships and problems in life. Everybody's got a story to tell. And I got all kinds of stories to tell with crap that happened in my life, man. You've left comments in the past and you're like, CycleCruza, man. You know what I'm saying? I gave up riding motorcycles. You know what I'm saying? How do you still like riding motorcycles? It got boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you say you got burned out with motorcycles. Like, they weren't doing it for you anymore. And I'll tell you why, guys. I'm going to tell you why you got burned out, man. You got burned out because a lot of you guys commute to work. A lot of you guys ride too much when you start out, man. Too much of a good thing is bad. You eat too many. Ice cream is good. Cake and stuff like that is good. But when you eat it all the time, you start to hate it because you're doing too much of it. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing you can do, in my opinion, is commute on a motorcycle, because it's gonna get you that feeling where you're losing the fun value of it, because you're using it for a utility value from getting you from point A to point B. It should be about fun when you get on a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? Not about getting you to work and back. Now, I know some of you guys, that's all the transportation you got, and you need to save some money, and that's cool and all. But try to get you a car or something, because you're going to end up getting burned out with motorcycles, man. And a lot of you guys only ride one type of motorcycle. So many of you out there are just riding, you get your Harley Davidson, and that's it. End all, be all, that's the only motorcycle you get. And then eventually it just ends up collecting dust in the garage and a talking piece for when your buddies come over and have a couple of beers with and talk about how cool your Harley is that you hardly ever ride that's probably got dust on it. Because you're sticking with one type of motorcycle, man. Variety is the spice of life. You know what I'm saying? If I stuck with just riding the super, like that CBR 1000 RR or the 600 RR only and no other motorcycles, I probably would have got burned out too and just been like, especially just riding around out here on the streets, you know what I'm saying? In a crouched over position, in a race position, riding around uncomfortably around town, that just gets lame. Or riding a big old Harley Davidson that, you know what I'm saying, just get bored. The same motorcycle, anything you get, you know what I'm saying, you could have a Ferrari probably. If you rode it every single day, you probably get kind of bored with it, man. Anything you get a phone. A lot of you guys get bored with it. You change to a new phone every year because you get bored with it. Same with motorcycles. You got to change them up. You know what I'm saying? that's why you've seen I've had like, what have I had? Like, I don't know, like 12, 13, 14 motorcycles, electric bikes, e-bikes, everything, man. I've had all e-scooters. I even tried e-scooters, man. And it's fun trying all those different things, man, and changing up to something new and different. That's what you got to do that with motorcycles, guys. You can't just keep the same motorcycle. And I'll tell you, if you want to spice up your life with motorcycles, you got to add a supermoto, man. It's mandatory, dude. That thing is the most fun type of motorcycle ever. But honestly, if I just rode a supermoto, I probably could, and I did for a while. I rode just a supermoto, and it's fun, great, and everything. But I'm like, you always want that feeling. You want something new and different to try. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a proponent for having a lot of different types of bikes. If you have the room for it and you have the money for it, man. It's so awesome having different types of motorcycles for different applications. And expand your horizons. Try dirt bikes, four-wheelers, the mini bikes like the Honda Ground. Get you a naked bike, get you a super bike, ride the track. You know what I'm saying? Go do some dual sport riding, get a dual sport. If you do all these things, it will keep you in love with motorcycles, man. But so many of you guys are one-trick ponies. You just stick with that one bike, and then you get burned out, and you sell it, and that's the end of your motorcycle ride, man. But some people, on the other side of the token, there are people out there that get a Harley Davidson, and they'll ride all the time and ride for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how you are. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys fall in love with a motorcycle and you'll ride it for as long as you can ride until you can ride. And that's beautiful, man. But for me personally, I have to have different bikes. I got to try different bikes, man. I can't just keep the same bike all the time. Now, this bike I absolutely love. I don't want to sell this bike. I want to add bikes to it. I want this bike to really be a staple in the garage because I absolutely love this bike. And if you look at the specs with this bike, you think it's nothing really that special. There's a lot of other bikes out there with more torque, more horsepower, a lot of more features than what I have. And but yet there's something very special about this bike. Just everything about it is it's just a beautiful bike, and I'm not the only one that feels this way. All I gotta say, guys, variety is the spice of life. Try a bunch of different bikes, enjoy it, and for you noobs out there, don't be so quick to get that super bike. You know what I'm saying? Work your way up. Work your way up the power levels. I'm telling you, the smaller bikes are actually a lot more fun out here on the street because you can throw them around. You can really rip on them. You're not doing felony speeds. And you're going to probably get to a certain point, is when you go all the way up the power ladder, you're going to be like me and you end up going down the power ladder because you realize that the super bike you have is a lot of wasted power that you don't really use unless you light it up on the highway every now and then. But for the most part, you're doing what I'm doing out here. You're cruising out here on the streets, man. And a lot of that power is just a waste of power, a waste of money, waste of paying extra insurance for. You know what I'm saying? When you can have you a nice MT-07 like this, is grunty. You know what I'm saying? Nice, beautiful, comfortable, reliable, cheap to insure. Sounds beautiful. But anyways, guys, leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. That's why I do these videos. I really appreciate all you guys. Make sure to hit thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my new videos are released. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So next time, I'll catch you guys later.